Everybody, hello. Welcome to Connections Live at 5:45. I'm Landyn Medina, and we're here at the Connection Center up here at Beacon Hills, Cheyenne. So thank you guys for the building. We got some Dazbog. Thank you, Dazbog, for the drinks. And Tom with Cheyenne Video behind the scenes on the controls here. And today we are joined by Kasha and Blue Mork of YO Creations. They are the ones that made that connection sign for us that we showed off in the group the other day. Yeah. They've been to a couple of the connection networking events that we've had and active members in our community here. So I will let them go ahead and introduce yourself. You want to introduce yourself, Blue, and tell us who you are and what you do for the company.
All right. Well, my name is Blue. Born here in Cheyenne, moved away for a while, and came back about 12 years ago. Currently work over at MHC Kenworth, selling parts for semi-trucks full time.
Okay.
And then work part-time at the pro shop inside the Two-Bar Bowl, and it's called Perfect Approach Pro Shop.
At the bowling alley?
At the bowling alley.
Nice.
Yep.
You're a bowling pro?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Bowling. I worked at a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Not a bowling pro.
No.
I was a drinking pro back then, but not not a bowling pro.
Pro, that's all.
Fit right in the bowling alley.
And then we started at YO Creations back in May, and been rocking it ever since, doing a bunch of work.
Yeah. And then Kasha was saying that you're kind of the sales side, and she's kind of the creation and design side of things.
Yeah, it's a good teamwork, good program that we got set up. Seems to work pretty well. She does a lot more of the creative side and the designing and that aspect of it, and the applications and putting stuff together. And whenever we're doing a craft show or talking to customers, it's more often than not it's me.
Okay.
So
well, that's it. You know, everybody plays their part.
Yeah.
And you make a good business.
I make the sales, she makes the product. We're good.
That's what's up. And if you guys can just find a way to work and live together in harmony, that's going to be a good life right there, huh?
Work in progress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It always is, isn't it? So tell us about your side of things, Kasha.
So I'm Kasha. My best friend and I actually started making shirts at the end of COVID. Well, kind of COVID.
The end of COVID?
COVID's still going, but the end of the school year last year, after everybody was quarantined, I'm a teacher.
Okay.
I teach pre-K at Cole Elementary School. So we wanted to make shirts for our kids, quarantine shirts, end of the school year kind of thing, and had never made shirts before and decided we would try it on our own, and that's kind of where everything came from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she got hooked into the designing of the shirts and having fun with that, and she was going to make shirts for her and the kids, our kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, we're going to spend money on making this and all the materials and the machines and all this. We're going to make some money on the end.
Yep.
And so we started selling stuff to friends of ours, and they're like, hey, you should talk to them for this, and you should talk to them for this, and I'm going to hook you up with this company. And
I've been watching you guys grow just from when I started seeing.
Oh, it's been crazy.
It's been insane. It's been good, but it's
how awesome.
Crazy,
those are good problems to have, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're expanding. We have more machines and presses coming in. Actually, due in Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Kick off 2021 in the right way.
Be able to do more applications and.
So what all can you guys do right now? So you can do shirts. You can do signs.
Shirts, signs, hats. I did his hat for him.
Oh, right.
We do decals, masks.
Yeah.
We've done quite a few masks here lately.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping up with the mask frenzy that's going on.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else have we done?
Probably the coolest thing that I know that we've done has been a sign for a friend of hers. Her parents were celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary, and we came up with a sign that said 40 years. It said how many minutes or how many hours, minutes, and seconds. Had the kids' names on there, had the grandkids' names on there. It had a couple other details on there. It was personal to them.
I bet
and her friend was able to give it to her parents on their 40th anniversary so they can hang it up on their wall at their house. I mean, probably that's probably the coolest thing that we've done.
I bet they loved that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little biased here. I'd say that connection sign is probably the coolest thing you guys have done, but that's just me.
It was pretty cool. I like the established going
Yeah.
through the middle of it.
Yeah, she was telling me that you're saying like to maybe have it at the bottom at first, and that they liked it when they came
different
back.
looks, and when she had it on the computer going through the middle of it, that was the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You know, she was just talking when she dropped off the sign couple nights ago, 2 nights ago.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. Whew. Days run together here. She was saying like that you guys eventually would like to transition into doing this full time.
Yep.
What does that kind of look like? As far as what needs to happen kind of for that, and what is there anything that's in the connections group that can kind of help you guys on that transition?
The thing for us for that to happen is consistent orders, whether it be us making shirts for businesses to sell to their customers.
Okay.
To help them advertise their business.
Mm-hmm.
We can consistently make them for them to sell, or for employees, that kind of, when new employees come in, they get new shirts, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But consistent orders, because we can get all the big orders that we can get, but that's only going to help us out for so much.
Right. You need that repeat customer,
Well,
that monthly or something.
Just the repeat customers do help, but it's just the consistent orders. So, like I've had a thought in my mind. You go to these bars and restaurants that are selling their own shirts. If we can get our foot in the door with one of them or two of them, they sell their shirts for a profit. We sell our shirts to them.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody wins.
Right.
So that's where I want to get into, is doing orders like that, and helping restaurants and whatnot, other small businesses with their employees to get them set up.
Perfect.
One thing though that I'd still like to do, even with that, having those consistent orders, is one thing that I'm really enjoying doing is being able to personalize things for people, like making them specifically for them. We don't stock shirts with a specific design. We don't make the specific designs and sell just that shirt with that design. People come to us with ideas and they're like, hey, this is an idea. Do you have anything for me? Do you have a design? Can you make something?
Yeah.
I just had someone the other day ask me to make a shirt about a Wyoming girl who is a Packers fan. With the NFL, I can't do the actual NFL logo, but I can put Packers on there. I can do things, so it still shows that they're Packers fans. I didn't have a specific design, but I got to create one. So being able to have that creative edge still, where we can still do those personal orders while still having the consistent orders, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's been fun to design. I know Savannah Velasquez found us a while back from Toddlertown, and she wanted
a steel trap.
She wanted a logo. She goes, I don't have any ideas other than I want something simple. And I knew it was a daycare, and she didn't have a specific logo. I said, do you have something, or do you want me to design it? She goes, no, I want you to design it. So I got to design a logo. Nice. So, I do logo designs. I can do anything. It's fun for me to be creative, and as much as it's nice to be given the design to make something, it's also fun to have that flexibility and that creativity to create something for somebody that they're absolutely going to love.
Yeah.
So
how okay, so when you're scaling this business, how are you going to keep that same creativity when you can't be on every design? Do you plan like taking someone underneath you and kind of teaching them your style, or maybe bringing on someone with kind of their own style and letting them as well? Because there's going to be a point where you won't be able to have your hands on every design.
Right. And I think that when we get to that point, it's going to just kind of be play it as we can,
Yeah,
you know,
fair enough.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. And he does some of the designs, but we also don't. He'll show me the design, or I'll show him the design, and be like, "Hey, what are your thoughts?"
Yeah.
And we bounce ideas off of each other. So before, I would say, you know, bringing an apprentice in or something like that, yeah, they can have their free reign to do design also, but I'm still going to want to see
We all
the
run by
design
each other,
and
the team.
They got to be
know-
open-minded and communicate with us.
working together and not just taking it over as their own. You know, it's nice to have him to bounce things off of and say, "Hey, here's my design, like your connection
Yeah.
sign." I showed
Oh,
it to
yeah.
him before I made anything, and he's like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. You know, I like how it looks." And you know, we've had our disagreements on how things look. He has his certain style, I have my certain style, but it's not that I don't like what he does. It's just not how I would have done it. And
I
vice
can't
versa.
imagine
You
trying
know.
to tell my wife.
I thought my style was better when it comes to decorating something. That'd be good.
Well, and it also comes down to, we also send off to the customer proofs. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's this design, here's this design, here's this design. Do you like it? What don't you like about it? What do you like about it? You know, we can tweak things, so we have that proof that we send off before we even cut the vinyl or cut anything for the final product.
So
Yeah.
you're
I will-
working with them a lot.
Yeah,
Here's what we think you should go. Tell me your input on this.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'll create a design and then we send it off. Or he'll create a design and we send it off and say, "Do you like this?" Even designs, you know, when they give us their logo, we'll recreate it, we'll clean it up, we'll do what we have to do to be able to put
Yeah.
it on, and then we send it and say, "This is what we can make it look like.
Right.
Are you okay with this?"
Once we get that approval, then we
We
move
want
on to the
their
next step of the
approval
process.
before we do anything, because my eye and what I think looks good might not be what they're envisioning. And
And
I've had
ultimately, they're the one paying the bill.
exactly.
Exactly.
And I've had multiple people that are like, "Oh, I don't like that font." Well, it was the font that I thought looked good and
Right.
that I liked, but what I like isn't what everybody else is gonna like. And
you
so
just say, right on.
and I'm like,
I'll
"Okay."
find
And they're like,
you
"Sorry,
one."
sorry, I'm being such a pain." No, you're not being a pain. I want it to be what you want.
Yeah.
You're paying for this product. I'm here to make the product for you. I want it to be something that you're gonna like, that you're gonna want to wear, that you're going to want to show off.
Oh, yeah.
You know, to be proud of. I'm not just gonna say, "Oh, yep, here, this is what we're gonna do,"
Yep.
kind of
Like
thing. So.
not
One of the T-shirts that go in the old nightwear drawer, you know, and you never get it out. You want your T-shirts to be able to be.
worn out.
If you're gonna pay the money for it, we want you to be happy with it.
Mhm.
So.
I like the way you put your brand.
On the back of that painting there too. I think that's really smart. I would see if you could put that everywhere.
We do.
Perfect.
Yeah, on all of those,
All-
all the
it
shirts,
goes on
we
the
put it on
left
this
sleeve.
left sleeve.
Oh, perfect.
All of our signs that we've
steady.
done, it goes on the back of the signs.
The only
Uh,
thing we can't put it on that we don't do is like the decals that we make
Yeah.
for cars and things like that. It's
I
hard
bet
to-
people would let you sneak it just into the little lower corner of it, you know.
We might be able to.
I like that little brand though, because I think it's, you know,
Yeah.
you're creating that awareness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On face masks, we put it on the inside of
Ooh,
the face
there you
mask.
go. I
Yep.
like that.
So,
So
it's,
it's
so
not-
if they take it off, they still see the brand.
Yeah.
It might not be seen by everybody
But they don't
else.
have
but
to represent
Yeah,
that.
and if it's for-
If it's for a business, like if a company buys masks for their employees,
Mhm.
our logo isn't shown. It's all their logo, that their company's logo. But yet, the employee takes the masks down and set it down like this. They're gonna see our
That
logo.
little stamp on
Yep.
there. It looks like a stamp. I
Yep.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys did
So,
a great
yep.
job with that. So as far as
What connections can bring to you guys to help you along the way? I think you guys have been amazing at participating and being active on the group and everything. I hope that we can kind of give back to you on that. Is there, I mean, besides steady work and everything, are there certain people that you would like to get connected to out there? Like I don't know who does. Like I know Cheyenne Stitch and Boosters, so Steve Sears. You know, sometimes like I'm sure they get pretty busy and refer work elsewhere. Like, have you guys been in contact with Steve or with Josh Thurin?
We talked to Steve at one of the connections meetings that was over at Toilets on the Go
Okay.
and introduced. I've actually met Steve a while back, and he's known your folks.
He knows my parents.
Yeah, he's known family for years. So we talked a little bit and exchanged information and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if he gets overloaded or can't do a smaller job because he has a minimum order, so then he said he'd refer him to us. He'd bring him over to us, at least mention us, you know. So,
And then, Mike, if you guys have something that you guys can't do, you can refer them over to them as well.
yeah, I mean, I've talked to other people about Twin Tree. I've talked to people about Josh Thurn and his DC Graphics or DR Graphics. Yeah,
and then Trophy Creative, they do similar stuff to what you guys do as well, I believe.
Yeah.
But I think that there's so much demand for what you guys do right now. It seems like everybody wants.
Well, it's simple stuff. I mean, just the simple pleasures of the personalized gift. Like if you want to buy a T-shirt for your dad for Father's Day or something like that. I mean, I got this hoodie for Father's Day. Okay, so
I love it.
Something like that. I mean, we're quick, easy access.
How much would a hoodie like that cost?
35.
30.
Sorry, 30.
Really?
$30.
That's it?
Done.
35 for front.
For the
and back.
hoodie, yeah. If you want something on the back, then there's an extra $5. That's all. We're competitively priced.
That's good. I thought you guys might be low priced on that.
Yeah.
For 35. Okay.
We're up.
We might get us hoodies.
We can do that. We can make that happen.
Let's do that.
The 307 Teton has been our number one go-to. It's a decal that she has on her iPad case, and we decided to sell that at a couple craft shows and everything, and it was flying pretty quick, and some friends of ours wanted one, and it's a window decal, but you can put it on anything, really.
We've made some hoodies. We've made
Hoodies.
about 10 now. We've done about 10
Yeah.
hoodies. We did quite a few of the 307
Yeah.
with the Tetons in the background for Christmas
So
presents.
can we sell your stuff on our website?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
That'd be cool.
Tom,
Yeah.
you get with these guys, make this happen.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
we're
so
so-
we've got licensed through UW, so we have the licensure to
Ooh,
do
nice.
all the UW
Yeah.
stuff.
Really?
So,
Yeah. Because of the Cowboy Joe.
yeah.
Okay.
We have in the 0 for the 307, in the 0 is a Cowboy Joe logo. And for that logo, you have to be trademarked through UW
Yep.
because they own the
Yep.
rights.
So
I have to too.
So we've been trademarked. We've got the licensure to do anything UW wise,
Ew, okay.
things like that with any of their
Because
decals.
Josh Allen just won me my fantasy football league this year. Not the connections one, but another one of them. So
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so custom.
Custom for $30.
Hoodie for 35, something like this, we run at $30.
Okay.
Do you have a website? Glinda wants to know.
We do not have a website at this time, but we do have our Facebook page. And that shows everything that we've done. It's the best way to communicate with us. We're always checking the messages that come through, the comments, that kind of thing. We are still in the process of doing the website and what design works best for us.
Oh yeah.
So-
And it's a process too.
Yeah.
So, Glinda, you'll be able to find any of this stuff on.
She says thank you.
Nice. We can have stuff on. We'll tag their Facebook page on this
And I'll bring
post
it up on
here.
the screen too.
You'll bring it up on the screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then, so yeah, if we could get together and figure a way for us to have that in the inventory on our website and then just sell
Yeah.
stuff off the Connections website.
And if there's things that people are interested in, specifically that you guys have seen that you want to put up there. I mean, all of our designs are saved. So even his hoodie, if somebody likes this dad and stepdad hoodie that I made for him, I can make it for anybody else. I can customize the color. I can change the color. I can do it two-tone color. I can do a variation of everything. So
You can pick your hoodie,
um,
there's
I bet we can have. Yeah, I bet some people would get some connections, hoodies, and T-shirts and everything.
Yeah, we can.
Just that, and then whatever you guys have.
You can be one of our repeat customers.
Yeah, that's what's it. We will be one of your repeat.
We
customers.
can make
sure.
Connections hoodies in that
I
orange.
like that little sound. Too.
See?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, I want to try and get some like T-shirts or hoodies out for a lot of our members and try and see how much of the cost that we can eat on that, so we can kind of give them to them. I think it'd be cool to walk in Walmart and see like 5 or 6 orange hoodies that all had connections on it. I think that'd be awesome.
Well, it's fun walking around town and seeing things that we've done.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
One of our first big jobs was from Savannah, and it was for her son's junior Bison football team, and I created the Bison logo on the front, and watching them walk around. One of the kids at my school plays on the team, and I'm like, "Hey, nice hoodie! I made that."
Oh, yeah,
and it's,
I saw one of the moms at T-Bar. I was working a shift the other 2-3 weeks ago, and younger kid was bowling, and the mom was wearing the hoodie, watching the kid. It's like, "Hey, nice hoodie. Where'd you get that?"
No, it was.
And she actually pointed to the logo. It's like, "Well, from these guys, they made it. I don't know who it is, but they made it." It's like, "Yeah, that's me," and I handed her one of our shirts.
Get my head up.
Dude, that's a wall
me.
right there.
They don't?
No.
I hit my head on the clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also just got
That's so cool.
vendor approved through the district. So we've had a couple orders come in through the district, and so,
So like
schools
if-
are using their budgets to order shirts or hoodies or things from us. So
Good job.
Yeah, so they can use POs and
Those are
credit
so
cards through the district, and teachers aren't having to pay for it out of their pocket.
Yeah.
So if they have the
Yes.
funds or they need something for their school, we have a vendor number through the district now, and we are approved vendor. So we just had our second order come through for a vendor through the district. So being paid through the district funds and
That's what's
things
up.
like that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier than some of these smaller businesses that don't have those funds. You know,
Oh yeah.
district already has a budget for
Yep.
that.
And sometimes, like Blue was saying with Steve, they have a minimum order. You have to order so many, and sometimes the schools just want 10 or 15, and so that's an area where I know Steve is a vendor for the district also.
Mm.
But if it's a smaller order, we can help out with those too. So
Wow, that's so cool. We'll have to, get you guys in contact with Steve a little bit more. I think that would be a good resource for you as well. Man, awesome, good job, congratulations. Those are some big moves, especially before going full time.
Yeah.
I mean, having those customers in your pocket would
Oh,
really help that transition.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely busy with the jobs that we've got going on and everything, but for us to cut back everything and just do this full time, it's going to take a little bit more.
Yeah.
We're not there yet,
but
but
we've only been working.
it's 6 months.
Yeah, we've only been doing it for 6 months. So
That's cool. To
You
see
know,
and having the conversation.
in another year,
Yeah.
might look different. Our conversation in a podcast in a year
That's
might be
what's up,
different.
man. I'd like
To
to.
show it every step of the way, I think that would be really cool. Bring you back and see the progress, when one of you goes full time, or then when both of you, and then when you guys get a new employee. Love to bring you guys back on every time and show them.
We're working there. We're
Yeah.
getting there.
So, is there anything
That you would like to say to Connections before we tune off here, or anything you feel like I missed?
Send us your business.
Yeah, there you go, right to the point.
Come
And-
get some shirts.
Well, and for those of you who have done business with us, thank you.
Thank you
And
very
thank
much.
you for passing on our name. I know that our name has been passed on from a few of you to get us more business. So we really appreciate that. We wouldn't be able to do it without your help and support and passing our names on and loving our products and things like that. So, yeah.
Valerie Martin says, I will contact you guys on Monday to talk about some projects I have.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Sounds
There
good.
you go. Thanks, Valerie.
We are open for business.
Yes. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Ask and you shall receive. I
So
really
yes,
I
will.
say that's your business.
That's what we want.
That's
Let us
awesome.
create and design for you.
Yeah. So, and then Valerie, we're going to put these guys on the spot because we believe that the power is in the hands of the consumer. So after you get a hold of these guys and interact with them, we would like to hear how that interaction goes as well. So feel free to post about that, share about that. I have faith in you guys. I think you'll be just fine.
And if you've bought from us before, leave us a review on our Facebook page, please.
I was just about to say that.
We need more reviews. I
Yes.
keep asking for them. I get a couple of them here and there, but we need more reviews.
You guys are at 5 out of 5 based on 11. That's pretty good.
That's 11.
And I just
So-
wrote one during this podcast. Man.
What have you bought? Oh yeah, the sign.
Okay.
It's like you haven't bought nothing. I don't have your money in my wallet.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
that's
saying
true.
you need to buy
You can't
something.
refuse the customer.
Yes,
So
reviews are huge for us. That
Yeah,
comes up
in a
and,
business
and
like
mentions.
this-
You know, if you post something, if you bought something, and you post a picture, please mention us in a comment. That comes back onto our Facebook page and helps us out too.
And like our page.
Yep, absolutely.
In 6 months, we've grown quite a bit on our likes.
Yeah.
I think we're over 400 now,
We
which
are.
is awesome.
Absolutely.
So
Keep us updated. So when in the group, when you guys do get that website, or when you bring your Instagram up to speed, which I really think that you should do. I think
I have an
Instagram.
Instagram. I think I've used it twice in like 3 years.
but it's not about what you use; it's about what your consumers use, right?
And I think you'd have. I think the pictures of your work would go really far on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I love what you guys have on Facebook.
That's pretty much every single project that we've done in the past 6 months is on
Wow.
Facebook.
with the exception of some of our Christmas projects, because we've been so busy working on those, we
It's
haven't
good
gotten
that
a
you're
chance to-
documenting it, though. I know that.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
People don't.
I mean, I'm posting 2-3 times a week at least. I know she posts a few things every week. So
And we have a
Inclusive.
portfolio with all of our work. So when we go to craft fairs, there's pictures so people can flip
That's
through
cool. I
and
like
see
that.
everything that
yeah,
we've
actually
done.
like flip through a physical photo album.
So
Let's get you so we're. Well, I guess you do have it on the Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
When that comes out on the website and on the Instagram, let us know on the group. Just keep us updated. I think everybody would like to grow with you and be like, oh my goodness, I was there in Connections when there was only a couple hundred members, and I remember those guys, and they were only part time. I think
Yeah.
that's something that they'd be excited to see.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us once again. This is Kasha and Blue Mork of YO Creations.
And we're coming to you live from the Connection Center up at Beacon Hill, Cheyenne at 3411 Cleveland Avenue. Got our man Tom Alvery of Cheyenne Video behind the controls here. And I'm Landyn Medina with Connections. And until next time, we'll see you later, guys. You have a happy New Year's.
I've been